And in studio right now is the new executive director of the Broadway Theater League, Derek Clark. Good morning.
Good morning.
This is like when you go from something really, really heated to something that really, really isn't.
I was listening on my way in. I was like, that's going to be a hard act to follow.
How about that transition? It's why comedians, when they go up on stage, they hate the guy to go up and do some really racy act because the headliner's like, how do I follow that? So here you go. Now you get to follow that. Yeah. Good luck.
Fun. Thank you.
Good luck. All right, listen. Obviously, since the Stanley has enlarged the stage, the refurbishment, you're able to bring in bigger shows, and we're all reaping the benefits of that. This year is no exception.
Absolutely. We have a great season lined up for 2016-17.
So highlights. What are we looking at?
Well, we'll start off with the first show of the season, which will be Fame. And Fame is a tech show, so we'll have a lot of of the theater community, the producers, the directors, the stage crews, the actors. Everybody will be staying in Utica for about 21 dadays, I believe.
Wow.
is the time frame right now.
Now, when you say tech shows, explain what that really does mean.
Well, it's a little bit different from show to show, depending on what the show is or where the show came from. For example, Fame has been touring Europe for the last 13 to 15 years. So this is its first back to the U.S. revival.
Got it. Okay.
So they pretty much have to reset. They have to recreate the sets. They have to, recast the crew. They do all the lighting. So they need a stage that's a large stage, which we're lucky to have at the Stanley. Yeah. So that they can have room to move. They basically build the show. So everything you see on stage as that show travels across the country will be created here in Utica.
Oh, so they're actually building the show here.
They build the show here. What a lot of people don't know is that we use a lot of stage labor. Or stage hands are all local union people that they hire. That we hire every day to do the work. So
I'm not sure that everybody knows that all those guys are and women. They're union. Which is you see it in the entertainment industry, especially Broadway stuff. But it's something that is of yesteryear, but it still exists, and you guys still are have to follow those union rules.
We follow the union rules, the union guidelines, the weekend rules, the double time on holidays. All of that still applies, so it's a part of the budgetary process.
Now you know why radio's no longer union. See why that's what has happened.
Yes,
double time holidays. Did you hear that?
And the stagehands, they're awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, they actually work every show, just not the tech shows.
Sure. Yeah.
They help with the load-ins and the lighting and technical.
Does the tech show mean they're more electronics, video, or it means that it's built?
It's built.
Got it.
So they also do,
I never understood what that was, and now that makes it really intriguing that it's all being built right here.
Yeah, it's all being built right there behind the scenes. People don't know what's going on. Some people in the community, we try to do different type of community activities to let people come in and actually view it happening, the process.
Yeah.
It's a great process.
And then you get to see the show.
Then you get to see the show. So, and we have dress rehearsals as well prior to the show actually beginning. And that would be the first 2 nights of the show, and then the show then hits the road.
I also see you're doing a Christmas Story, which you might have seen this 8,000 times on TV, but you probably have never seen the Broadway show. And what's beautiful about this one is if you want to introduce your kids to Broadway, this is a great example of doing that. Right?
It's going to be a beautiful show, and in addition to that, it's also a tech show.
By the way,
it is too.
Another tech show. Yeah. So how many do you have? 2 this season?
I have 3. The third I can't announce.
Shows. Okay.
The third has not been announced, but there is another one coming down the pipeline as well.
Okay. All right.
In the pamphlet here, if I can just say, A Christmas Story, that kid, did you see that? He looks identical to Ralphie.
He does.
He looks identical to Ralphie.
Yeah.
Yeah, Christmas Story is the one that got the most oohs and ahs. When I made the announcement.
Now you're not taking the BB gun out just to be politically correct.
I'm sure he'll have something. I don't know what they're going to have, but again, they'll be in town from the end of the end of October all the way through November 17th.
And then on Tuesday, December 13th,
Rudolph.
You have Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, the musical.
Yes,
that's another one that would be cool for kids.
Yeah, so a great kids show.
Yeah. And I hate to say, I'm 51, and we all grew up on that special, right?
And I'm not far behind you.
Yeah.
And yes, I'm quite excited about it as well.
All right, rounding out the rest of the season, what else? Some other big ones.
We'll go to Pippin, and after Pippin, we have Rent, and after Rent, we end the season with Dirty Dancing. which will be our finale on May 30th and 31st.
That'll be big, too.
Yes, and of course, the One Extra Tech Show that will be somewhere in between December 28th and January 13th to look forward to as well. We'll do a press release on that one.
And those are, again, I hate to keep focusing on that, but those mean money ingested in the community.
Lots of money in the community.
Yeah.
Yes.
And, okay, subscriptions and why it's a good idea to get a subscription and buy the season and different options that you have.
I mean, most importantly is that when you purchase a subscription, you purchase your seats. Basically, you own those seats for the whole season. They're yours, and then you have the opportunity next season to renew those same seats or move up in the game. It is kind of a little bit of a chessboard. When you are a first-time subscriber, you start out in the platinum or the diamond section, and after you do 1 year in that seating section, then you get the opportunity to move up.
Okay, got it. People you can look at the website. I assume all the details are there.
BroadwayUtica.com.
And they can obviously contact you guys by phone as well. Anything else you want to add?
Well, most importantly is that the deadline for current subscribers to turn in their seat change requests. So if anybody's a current subscriber and wants to move up in their section, the current deadline is June 10th, that they will have to have those in. All subscription renewals are due on June 17th. If your subscription renewal is not received by June 17th, we will release those seats and they will become open to the open subscription pool, which begins on June 20th.
And if you go to New York and watch shows, there's no experience like it. However, doing it here, you're not going to cramped little theater. There is a proper bathroom. There are bathroom facilities that you can actually get into. I mean, it is a more convenient way to watch a Broadway show, to watch it here. And it's a beautiful theater on top of that.
Gorgeous theater. And, what people don't realize is that the Stanley Theater is about, it's 40% larger than a typical New York City theater. Right. Typical New York City theater is 1,760 seats. And we're just right at about 3,000.
Yeah, I think I saw the last show we saw in New York. The line for the men's room was out the door. There's just no room for anything. They jam as many seats as they can in. This is spacious at the Stanley. You get to enjoy it with a little bit of comfort.
Absolutely.
Can't beat that. All right, nice. Thank you so much. Great meeting you. Derek Clark, the Broadway Theater League. And you can check out their website or give them a call. Again, the phone number over there is
724-7196.
All right. Christine with an update now. 8:19 at WIBX. Good morning, Christine Bolino.